Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Publio. I'm here. I'm gonna sing a couple of songs, preparing our environment, preparing ourselves for the talking tonight. That we have a special guest. So stay with us and enjoy. Vibrate. When life lends a hand, it's time to open up your heart. It's time to love one another. It's time to take part. Vibrate the waves, loving and serving everyone. Vibrate the waves, loving and serving everyone. When we give our heart in charity, our lives are transforming into songs. Our dreams become reality, and we join Jesus for eternity. Vibrate the waves, loving and serving everyone. Vibrate the waves, loving and serving everyone. When we give our heart in charity, our lives are transforming into songs. Our dreams become reality, and we join Jesus for eternity. Good evening for you that's starting now. We are preparing our environment for the talking tonight, and we have a very special guest, Dr. Sergio from Brazil. And let's sing a couple of songs more. Song to Mother Zephyrina. Source of love that radiates, warming up our whole night, support and comfort, support and comfort, cascades from down the mountain, calling the children of earth with love in their heart, with love in their heart. My soul never loses hope, because your love always teaches me the solution lies in hard work. The solution lies in hard work. Oh, my mother Zephyrina, harvest of wonderful blessings, make us my son a good Christian, make us my son a good Christian. And now a song called Love in Action. Oh Jesus, here I am, my knees on the floor, to say thank you, my Lord, for the lights that come through this door. Your love is the key to change the entire world. Using these chains wisely, we will live in peace and harmony. Now I understand, helping others is helping myself. Your words are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontier. To see all this transformation, we just have to put love in action. Now I understand, helping others is helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontiers. To see all these transformations, we just have to put love in action.
Wherever you are, glowing seeds of love, as our Master Jesus taught. You will see that behind every sight there's a flame shining bright, tiny spark created by God. I will follow your path, Father. We'll be healed by your love. Ooh, disseminate wherever you are. Glowing seeds of love, as our Master Jesus taught. As our Master Jesus taught. Ooh.
Another day, another flower, another minute past the hour. Someday the sky is blue, and suddenly we can't see through. And every day is a fresh new start. When the sun turns off the moonlight, we get another chance to choose the road we want to cruise. And on the other side of the mountain, there's always a whole new road, a new beginning calling after every end. There are a million reasons to pick you up after every fall. It's always a win in the new round. On the other side of the mountain, there's always a whole new road, and a new beginning calling after every end. And there are a million reasons to pick you up after every fall. It's always a win in the new round. It's always a win in the new round. It's always a win in the new round. It's always a win in the new round.
Hello, everyone. Here I am again. Welcome to our Spiritist talk. We are very, very happy to join with you tonight, our special meeting. So, before we start, we'd like to share some announcement with you. If it's possible, please turn off your phone notification. Try to find a quiet place if it's possible. We'd like to inform you that our meeting is she has two times. The first time is presentations around 30 minutes, but today is a special meeting. We're going to have a little bit more. And after that, we have Q&A. Everybody is encouraged to ask questions, take advantage of Dr. Sergio tonight and ask questions about this theme that is very, very interesting, very important for us. So we also like to tell you that after this presentation, we have the treatment. So for this, we're gonna have a magnetized water, and we'd like to ask you to set aside a container with water that the mentors, the good spirits, will magnetize the water. And this can benefit you and your family, everybody. We'd like to remind you that our meeting is transmitted today to our Facebook Spiritist Center, Spiritist Conference. We have a Conference Continental through the Facebook and YouTube too. And by tomorrow, Wednesday, it be retransmitted by Kardec Radio through the Facebook and YouTube. So everybody is welcome to participate. So if you would like to know a little bit more Spiritism, we have our free course every Saturday. And next Saturday we'll have the last class, the ending class. But you are welcome to participate with us. If you are interested, we're gonna post the link in the down here, and everybody can join us next Saturday. It's gonna be a very good class. It's gonna be with everybody. We do a talking and learning together. So we'd like to let you know that our group, we offer a gospel at home. If you are interested to do it, you can put your name in the chat in that is going to be in the link there. You can put your name, and we're going to be very happy to help you to introduce, to maintain the gospel at home. So everybody is encouraged to put your name there, and we're going to be happy to help you to start and continue. So the gospel benefit you and your family and everybody. So everybody can participate with us. So the next slide is going to be the slide of the meeting tonight. Planetary transition in world peace. Very important theme, and especially nowadays that we have so many things happen everywhere in the world. We're gonna have Dr. Sergio Thiesen from Brazil. He's gonna talk. He's gonna stay with us, and we're gonna be very happy. And like I said, everybody encouraged to ask question after we have question and answer. Okay, everybody can ask any question as possible. And before we start, as you know, we have our opening prayer. So I'd like to invite you to participate with us. And for this, we generally encourage you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable and think about Jesus Christ, our Master, our brother. And this moment, say, thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to be here together. Allow the good spirits that stay here with us. Allow the spirits that stay with us during the week, waiting for this important moment to participate in this meeting of light. Please, the good spirit can do the intuition on our speaker tonight, Dr. Sergio. And can we be prepared to receive all the informations that he brings to us? Stay with us today and forever. And stay. Thank you. And now I'd like to call my brother, Dr. Sergio Thiesen. Hello, doctor. How are you? He's my older brother, actually. How are you, my friend?
Hi, you. I'm fine. And you, I suppose, very well. I am very happy to share with you again tonight. And I would like to stay with you till midnight.
Okay.
Because we are friends, because we are Spiritists, and because we have so much to share. But I am very happy to stay with you again, with your family, with your friends here at Toronto and Canada Spirit. Thank you so much for your invitation.
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you in name of this group. We are very, very happy. I think you can put your microphone a little bit higher so we can. Oh, maybe yeah. So for those who doesn't know, Dr. Sergio is a doctor, physician, and a very good person that helps and helped already to create many different spiritist groups, Brazil and out of Brazil, many different countries. He's been speaking many different places, and we have the honor to have him tonight, sharing his experience, sharing with his knowledge with us. I would like to say thank you. I'm gonna be in the back, and I'm gonna be back in the end. So we have questions already. Okay, be prepared. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Publio. Uh, Hi, my friends. This issue tonight, uh, in terms of planetary transition and world peace, I would like to invite you uh, to some considerations because as a spiritist, we know about the idea of planetary transition because when we study the Spiritist book, we learn about the hierarchy of the worlds with Allan Kardec. So always we hear and we learn about the idea that this world is a world of tests and expiations. But if we think about this as common people, as doctors, as spiritists, we are looking what is happening in this world in the next years and including nowadays. In the last decades, uh, we didn't understand what the idea of texts and expiations signify. But now, when we examine the statistics in terms of big problems that we are looking in this world in different aspects and in different countries, cities, realities, we are very worried because, for example, as a doctor, a physician, when I study some kind of statistics, I examine the idea that, for example, in terms of suicide, in the last year, 2023, for the first time here on Earth, we had 1 million of cases. This is a very dramatic number of cases of people dying because of suicide. Before the pandemics, we only arrive in terms of 800
thousands of cases, but now, in the last year, 1 million. When we study about induced abortions, in the last year, we find 34 millions of cases around the world. When we look in terms of peace, in terms of war, we now have 37 different locations, countries, regions living in war. Not only Ukraine, not only Middle East, West Bank, the south of Lebanon, not only Yemen, Sudan, and many other countries in Africa. When we, as a doctor, we study the different diseases, we study thousands of different diagnoses in medicine. In each one, we have moderate and severe cases, maybe cancer, maybe cardiovascular diseases, maybe mental disorders as anxiety, depression, drug dependency, with many and many people dying because of the doses in the United States, in Brazil, in Europe, in different countries. We have the autism spectrum disorder. Again, a number very impressive of new cases around the world. So I am trying to think about what the idea of a transition word. And I understand, as you too, in terms of a primitive word of regeneration, a happy word and a pure word because of the classification of different words around the big universe of God. But here we are dealing with so many different problems. Violence around the world, including at home, including violence against the woman, the child. And I think that we need to think about this and how we need to change ourselves, because we have 8 billions of people, incarnated ones, on earth. And we have, in nice statistics from Emmanuel in the book Roteiro from Francisco Cândido Xavier, we have 14 billions of discarnate people in the spiritual realm. And independently of what side of life, all of us, we have very important problems in terms of moral life, in terms of the idea of virtues and vices. And because of the vices, because the lacking of moral evolution inside of this reality, including ourselves, we are experiencing big and different situations of suffering in all over the world. And because we have the Spiritism to study and to know about the good spirits trying to invite us to the big change, to a different state of life, and knowledge about what kind of world it is. We understand that we need to do something. We need to do everything in terms of our life, because this is the first responsibility that we have, including benefits that we can share with our family. We are the people with the people of our job, our work, in the street, in the different institution that we can stay because of different causes, trying to do individually, but with all of us, the people, in terms of what kind of word, what we need to do. We understand that the big problems we have in all of the history of the humanity. For example, we have near 6,000 years of history of this humanity registered by the writings in the books, in the texts. And in all these millenniums, we didn't have 1 century of peace. So we are the same spirits. We are living on earth for one time that we cannot have the precise idea, but we need to understand that this is one school, one big school, but this is a big hospital, because this is a hospital of this expression of spirits from God, but everyone with moral problems, including the idea of mental disturbances, including or not diagnosis in psychiatry. Because the people that are living different situations and causing very important problems to the people, to the communities, to the population in these own countries, this is an indication of our moral difficulties till now. The good spirits tell to us that we share with different words transmigrations in terms of Sirius, in terms of Capella, in terms of this word. We are changing our situation in the universe. But many and many people maintain the same moral vices, causing different situations of suffering to everyone. The idea of planetary transition, it is not a new idea in terms of this word. When we examine the Genesis, the so nice book from Allan Kardec, we can have in some point of the book about transition. So this is not a new idea. This is an old idea. I would like to share with you because when we examine this book, we can obtain one paragraph about planetary transition. I would like to share with you. For men to be happy on earth, it is necessary that only good spirits incarnate and disembodied, populated, who only dedicate themselves to good. This is not this time. But when the time has come, great emigration takes place among those who inhabit it, those who do evil for the sake of evil, not yet touched by the feeling of good, who no longer worthy of the transformed planet will be excluded from here, because otherwise they would again cause disturbance and confusion and constitute an obstacle to progress. Better spirits will replace them, who will make justice, peace, and fraternity reign within them. Concluding, the current era is one of transition. The elements of the two generations are integrated, confused, placed at the intermediate point. We witness the departure of one and the arrival of the other, each already being marked in the world by the characters that are theirs peculiar. The Genesis by Allan Kardec, the chapter 18, the new generation, the times have come. So, my friend, this is one text that help us to understand our proper reality. But we understand that we have one very nice invitation, especially now when we have the Spiritist postulates, ideas, to understand ourselves and this reality. So we need the word peace. We need to valorize the inner peace. But the peace, the comfortable life, uh, to everyone. But we can see now, in different points of this word, till now, a big disabled and suffering situation to many and many children, youth, adults, and old people, men and women. So we can understand why so much suffering, because the spiritual reality of each one of us. And this is the invitation, how to change our minds, our spirits, our feelings, our thoughts. Because if we do not change, we will continue to suffer and to cause different levels, different problems that are linked to the suffering in this world. And independently of each word, if we will be transmigrated to another one, if we do not change, we will suffer and cause suffering in the new world. In this sense, new in terms of the arriving different spirits, souls from the earth. So when we think about the peace, we need to remind Jesus, because Jesus Christ, 2,000 years ago, sharing his light, his love with the multitude, with the apostles, with the disciples, with the people in Galilee, Jerusalem, and all the so nice point of so many people living, chosen by Jesus to stay during those years. We need to understand the Gospels, because the work of the four texts, all of them, they talk about the peace. Jesus frequently share with that people, because he's sharing again with us, because we have the Christianism to study in Spiritism and in many other different religions, philosophers, trying to give to us different comprehensions and understanding about the talks, about the prescriptions of the divine doctor, Jesus of Nazareth. And in terms of virtues, the prayer, the forgiveness, the idea of the changing with the conscious, a new conscientization about what kind of life, who we are, what we need to become happy for the eternity. after this important acquisition. So the idea of peace comes from the love, comes from the pardon, comes from the prayer, the fraternity, the solidarity, the charity, the compassion, the empathy. And when we look around the life on earth in those days, we understand the idea of the very strong necessity in all of the world of the acquisitions of the virtues. And the peace, the word peace, begins with the individual peace. Because peace is something like one light. When we start to live in peace, we can influence as some kind of light, and including love and all the different virtues to everyone around us. So I would like to remember one idea of the word peace to share with you. Is an ideal of freedom, the true spiritual human freedom, peace and happiness among and within all nations and all people. World peace is an idea of planetary non-violence by which nations willingly cooperate, either voluntarily or by virtue of a system of governance that prevents warfare. I understand that we have in this world big other different problems, because we have poverty, we have suffering because of social differences between different parts of the world. We have people on the streets without no comfort, security. We have problems including the storms, hurricanes, tornadoes, floodings. We have earthquakes. We have tsunamis. In all of the history of the humankind. So when we study, for example, Emmanuel, in the book Thought and Life, Chico Xavier, we can examine many beautiful chapters of this so nice book. And Emmanuel tells to us that we have one relationship between many and many material problems and our history, individual and collective history of this humanity. normally we don't share different aspects, but Emmanuel linked to us so many problems on Earth, including the climate, including the big worse situation in different groups in humanity about the climate and the consequences of the problems that we are causing to the climate on Earth. And we have one idea that the world population is growing step by step, year by year. When the book Roteiro was written by Emmanuel 8 decades ago, we have only 2 billions of people. Now we have 8. Those spirits come from the spiritual reality in new reincarnations in those recent decades. But who are these spirits? Spirits with very important limitations in moral terms. And when they are in the material reality, they are causing big problems, big troubles, disturbances, wars. And when they stay here, they become sick because of different diagnoses in medicine, suffering in some kind of expiation because of the moral condition of them. So we need to change everything inside us and work to benefit, to collaborate, to everyone could change themselves in terms of moral acquisition, in substitution of the vices by the virtues that Jesus talked to us every time. 2,000 years after, we are the same. And we can deal with so many situations that are being living to the people around the world. My friends, we need the peace. We need to do every day by day work to change this to the benefit of everyone around the world. And as we have the Spiritism, the books of Allan Kardec, we have messages from different spirits discarnated in those days, coming to us again to share the invitation to the change. But as we could see in the message from one spirit, François Arago, in that chapter of the Genesis, we understand that the true world peace we will only obtain when we will have to see and to know, to share about the transmigration, the exodus to the primitive world. And we have the idea that more or less the half of this humanity will need to go out to a new opportunity to everyone to do the evolution, the progress, the moral progress in the world that will receive them or receive us. And only the people that will stay here without that people, that spirits that are generating, causing the war, we will construct, we will live a different world where the world peace will be the reality to everyone. And we will stay here during one new time, the time of the regeneration that will invite us to an inner work individually and the sum in terms of one collectivity to different millenniums to the future, to this kind of acquisition individually and to the all of the world that will stay here on earth to the big future, thousands and thousands of years to do the true step in terms of the happiness that all of us desire, all of us want to live and to share with everyone here. So, my friends, we need to do the strong work to change and to do all that we have possibility to do to cooperate in terms of the prayer, in terms of vigilance, in terms of pardon, in terms of forgiveness, in terms of help all of the other one to become happy and obtain the own progression in moral terms. We have a big work in front of us, but we have Jesus with us, and as He tells us, He will stay with us forever. So, to Christian people, Spiritist people, but to everyone in this world now and in this world in the near future, Jesus will stay with us, the Messiah. So we have the more important inspiration to do our job. So, Publio, thank you. I would like to tell to you again that I am very happy to stay some minutes with you, and I would like to know if we have some questions, some reflection, some consideration in this issue tonight.
Yeah, so look, it's a very important thing that we can hear this for more 1 hour. Unfortunately, we don't have the time, but we have a more question that we can do it tonight. So I just separate a couple of them, and it's very, very important. In the last thing that you said to us about Jesus Christ and be here from the beginning to the end, he will be here with us. This is something that make us like comfortable and say, okay, let's do, because a couple of questions are related to this. What can I do? How long can I wait? So let's put those questions. I have one here very interesting. It's from Marceli Torres from London. How to explain so many disturbances in the world? How spiritists help us to understand the current world situation?
Uh, well, Marcel, because of the reality of this spiritual family with billions and billions of different spirits uh, living here in terms of one hospital, a big hospital, because we are souls with different vices during millenniums and millenniums, trying to obtain one progress in moral terms. So all of these big problems around the world, including the wars, this is because of moral vices, of the leadership, the government, because the bad spirits, they are in all of the human situations in terms of human life, including in the direction of the countries because of the different governments choosing the war and not the peace. This is one kind of humanity. This is the humanity of this world, because the very nice and different words around the universe of God, they are completely different. If I am going to Paris, if I want to do a visit in France, in Paris, if I want to know about Paris, I will not to the hospital of the La Salpêtrière to know about the light city, Paris. I will visit the museums. I will see the Tour Eiffel and many other different beautiful aspects of Paris. But I am comparing. This is a hospital. So during millenniums, the people here having one invitation without the conscious about this by the majority of the people, that we need to change, that we have a future life that will reincarnate many times, that we understand the immortality of the soul will be the same in the future. So we need to pay attention. What we are doing here, we have been accepted in this hospital because we are sick souls with this kind of necessity, evolution in direction of peace, knowledge, conscience, fraternity, gratitude, and many aspects that we need to obtain by our own interest. So understand, my friend, this is the earth and this humanity. This is not one example of humanity. This is one case apart. Do you understand?
Very good answer. Another one is very related to this too. Is our, because we have people here from many different parts. We have people here from Brazil, United States, Canada. So this one, Mr. Aguilmar Bezerra da Costa. Good evening, Dr. Thiesen. When I think of the signs which mark the planetary change, I believe that not natural disaster, but all the cases you mentioned about suicide index, drug dependency, depression, anxiety, are the signs that a big change is about to happen. Do you think that humanity will recover from these mental, moral, and emotional traces in the years, or, or sorry, early years of the regenerated world, or it will take long time until we start seeing recovery? So,
Uh, an amazing question.
yeah,
Um, we need to develop patience. Remember Jesus. He is with us from uncountable millenniums. And he stayed with us waiting for this own movement to the correct, right direction in terms of our moral or spiritual recovery. So I would like to point one aspect. During so many time, we are here, but we can understand the lack of the changing to a better situation. But God give to us all the time. But when we arrive in the time, in the limit to stay here with different conditions, we will see the transmigration to another world. Because Jesus called to us, tell to us about this in the gospel. One time we will see people that will go out from here and people that will stay here. So we have schedules, we have uh, rules. So we are living the transition. I would like to tell to you, to everyone in Canada, United States, or in Brazil, that we are dealing mediumships meetings during 4 decades with transmigration, because some kind of spirits related to the big problem of this humanity, they are going out, including in those days. And this is a process. This will need time to the best conclusion one time of the process. And then the word that we will have here will be completely different, because all of the wars are promoted to, by spirits incarnated or discarnated, because they are all together sharing the bad thoughts to prejudice. They are against Jesus and the light to this humanity, but they are going out, and will be a process that will be completely in some centuries. And then we will see, we will feel, we will share a different world. But all of the sons of God, they should have opportunities, time to the big change. But then that will not change because an option to a bad uh, condition, they will go out. They are going out from the times of Allan Kardec to now. And this will continue for many centuries. Thank you for the question.
The last question is very important because this is related for everybody in anybody, like a personal question, like what can I do? What can you do? Like listens from Anna from United States. What are some things we can do to strengthen our self-spirituality and be better prepared to have a peace and contribute to peace?
Anna, thank you. I think that first of all, we need to change ourselves. We need to know about our different difficulties in moral terms. And during the time, look for the changing day by day, year by year, trying to understand the project of Jesus to us. Jesus comes here just only one time because the condition of the governor of this world, one time is sufficient. And then we need to valorize each one of this doctor prescription to our changing our feelings, our minds, our thoughts, remembering Jesus in terms of the virtues, because he is till now the teacher, the educator, the doctor to everyone. If we would like to be happy, Jesus, the contents of the Gospels, if possible, studied by the light of Spiritism, not only the Gospel according to Spiritism from Allan Kardec, but Rustem, Jean-Baptiste Rustem, Emmanuel, many books, many different lessons to us. So we need to study, we need to dedicate our time to this. If we continue to live in a materialistic condition in terms of time, if we are Spiritists, but we continue to valorize only the material aspects of life, we will not change to the right direction. So I would like to recover the idea that when we change ourselves, independently of our desires, of our ideas, we will cooperate with all of the world. When we do a prayer with sincerity, with devotion, with humility, trying to share that feelings to everyone, we change the world. When we change ourselves. So, my friend, we have a very nice invitation, and I would like to thank everyone to this opportunity. I would like to stay with you midnight and hours after, but I understand that we need to respect the program of these good friends that receive us tonight. Thank you, Publio.
Thank you. In name of all the people here, we'd like to say thank you for this very special opportunity to hear you, to hear about your experience and your knowledge and your fraternity. Thank you, Dr. Sergio. Thank you very, very much. So we're going to continue with our meeting. As we know, after this conversation, special time, we have a spiritual treatment. And the spiritual treatment, what is this? What is spiritual care? It's consistent in PASS. What is PASS? PASS is a transfusion of spiritual energy, assisting our physical, emotional, and mental balance. So, to the best benefit from the spiritual treatment, please follow the guide audio instruction or remain in prayer. You may close your eyes to help with mentalization. Like we said in the beginning, now is the time that you put aside your container of water to be magnetizer. Water receives healing energy from our body and soul, which your family and you can benefit from. So now we're gonna do the prayer to start the spiritual care, which also is gonna be our ending prayer. So I invite all of you, incarnated and discarnated. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes. Like mentioned our friend Dr. Sergio. Remember about Jesus Christ, our Master, that came here to give us the lessons, to give us the recipe for the cure of our spirits. And say, thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to be here. Listen tonight about your gospel, about your love. Master, we'd like to say thank you, but also ask a permission for the good spirits be with us in this treatment and helping us put the good energies in the water, magnetizing and helping everyone for each home. So be with us tonight and forever. So be it.
Let us now prepare ourselves for the moment of the passes and the magnetization of water. Let's now calm our hearts, breathing in and out. Pay attention to your body. Focus on your breath and let yourself be carried by this energy. Let your thoughts pass by without judging them. Let them flow. Allow this light to be the beacon that guides you, and allow these words to penetrate your energy. Make each word an anchor of gratitude, faith, and trust. With the purpose of healing, which takes away my faith, healing every feeling of separation, of pain, let it all dissolve in this moment, leaving only love, gratitude, and trust. We ask God for the presence of our guardian angel and the friendly spirits who welcome us into this enlightened environment of our Spiritist Center. We open our plexus of love and forgiveness by mentalizing a light surrounding our hearts. Find a quiet and comfortable place to begin the mentalization process. Remove all worries from your thoughts. We ask that during the pass you breathe slowly and deeply. Let your body relax and surrender yourself to a deep meditation. Calmly imagine divine energies in soft and colorful light surrounding you in an environment of peace and spiritual warmth. Entrusting God with your most intimate desires, raise your thoughts to Jesus and the emissaries of the spiritual environment. The pass begins with the cleansing of your soul. Imagine a waterfall of crystal clear water pouring over us, removing all the feelings that keep you away from faith and trust. Feel the energy of this water bathing you and deeply breathe in, feeling peace and harmony. Allow this water to wash away all the impurities and spiritual larvae, washing away all the sorrows and resentments, any feelings of hatred and revenge that hold us back and cause us harm, not only from this life, but past ones as well. Now visualize spiritual doctors around you, applying magnetic cleansing passes, sanitizing your spiritual body of all sadness and negative energy. Mentalize these negative thoughts and feelings being washed away, evaporating from your soul, like water evaporating into thin air, and being carried far away from your mind. Surround yourself with the faith that bathes your being, bringing clarity and lucidity, rebalancing every cell in your body. May the water envelop all pain and bring the clarity of opportunity that chooses peace. The answer arises in our hearts, freeing us from all evil and freeing all whom we have caused evil into and who have caused us evil, washing away all the connections that bind us. Even though we may not understand, we are freeing ourselves from all that causes us harm. Feel this cleansing penetrate your soul and release. Now that we are spiritually cleansed, imagine yourself surrounded by the light of love from the hands of Jesus. At this moment, sing words of faith and gratitude, being faithful to the light that exists in me, planted by the zealous Father. Imagine the sunlight that surrounds and enraptures, freeing us from the chains of everything that holds us down, strengthening your faith. Allow yourself to trust in this light, surrender to it, involved in pleasant feelings and feeling relieved to receive the strengthening lights. Mentalize your spiritual mentors now applying divine light for the strengthening of your mind and your emotions, leaving you feeling emotionally revitalized. Let us now mentalize the magnetization of this water. May we mentalize all the friendly spirits, magnetizing this water and filling it with everything that our bodies, minds, and soul need, so that it may be of help to us when we drink it after the pass. Thank you, God.
So we'd like to say thank you to all of you. And remember that you can find us through our Facebook, Spiritism Canada, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. You also can find those speakers and the night speaker today in the Path of Light, Instagram, and YouTube. have a wonderful night and be with us next week. We're going to be very, very happy to have you here. Have an excellent night. Be with Jesus Christ today and forever. See you next week.
Come on, my friend, come to the light. Here with all our heart and soul, let's follow Jesus Christ. Let us preach the peace, let us preach the love. And this world already wonderful will be much more. Get up, look at the sky, in the earth where the flowers bloom with sunshine. Let's hold our hands and be together on this road. Then we take peace and love and spread it to the world.